believe is here. Welcome to Decentral. Today we're going to be sharing some amazing information. I want you to bring up Mr. Kirk Burns here. He's the face of Decentral, and all the women over here love that face. He knows what he's talking about. So everybody is anxious, want to know how to earn money, right? I mean, you want to earn money, or you want to just go out and work hard for money? I frankly want to earn money and earn crypto in this space. I know that you can. And with no further ado, we have Mr. Kirk Burns is going to be the face of it all.
Clap.
Oh, we gotta be better than that.
One hand.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Ivy, for that warm introduction. As Ivy mentioned, my name is Kurt Burns, and I have the honor and pleasure of going over the Decentral opportunity with you guys tonight. But before I get started, I really just want to ask you one question. I'm going to need some participation. How many people are aware of crypto or Bitcoin?
A little bit.
Awesome. Just a little bit. Perfect. That's all you need is a little bit. A little bit of Bitcoin. Got it? Okay. Also, how many people have purchased some Bitcoin?
A little bit.
And you watch the price of the Bitcoin fluctuate up and down. At the highs, it was at 60,000. I think it's in the 20,000 range.
30 through 30.
A more important question before we jump into this. Would you rather take out your hard-earned money and purchase Bitcoin, or figure out a way and plug into an opportunity that allows you to earn Bitcoin? You have those two options. Which one?
Earn.
All right, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. What we're going to talk about is an opportunity that's going to show you and teach you how to actually earn Bitcoin. So, like I did mention, we're here tonight talking about Decentral. Decentral, quite frankly, is the world's most valuable private membership. Now, we have country clubs that are kind of exclusive. You have to like pay somebody to join. You have to know somebody to get involved. Similar here, we have a private membership that's just not open to the public. You have to literally be invited, like you were invited tonight, to get involved. Next slide, please. All right, I cannot see that because I don't have my glasses. That is our disclaimer. And honestly, by our company's policy and regulation, we should read that. But like I said, I cannot see that because I don't have my glasses. So please take some time. I'm going to pause for a minute to make sure you understand the language and the disclaimer. So if you can focus up there and take a look at it. Unless you want to read it, Maria. Can you read it? Okay, right. So Maria has her glasses. She's going to actually read the disclaimer for us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maria.
Maria, I thought you read it earlier.
I need to zoom into this.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
All right, we read it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Agreed. No.
Yes.
I have a suggestion. Everybody take
Your camera out.
and
Yes.
just photograph it and read it at home.
There you go.
Can we follow that on our phone? Or is it possible?
I'll take the screenshot.
We're dealing with people's money here, so no shortcut. Let us know what's happening.
Take a picture. If you want to take a picture, go ahead. Take your phone out, take a picture.
It's all a bunch of legal mumbo.
It's a bunch of legalese, but by our corporate policy,
How about I
they-
just read it? How about I just
Yeah, read
Okay.
it.
Okay, let's just
Once
read
the
it.
legal says,
Okay,
you get in trouble.
Decentral is a technology, education, and innovation services company which is managed exclusively through Bitcoin and prohibits the use of fiat money by any means or method, including wire transfers or cash. The company is not responsible for the handling of money or payments made to third parties, regardless of their status, rank, or relationship they claim to have with the company. The information contained herein is for information purposes only. The figures and ranks in this presentation reflect estimates only and are not representative of earnings and should not be considered as guarantees in any way. No person or entity related to Decentral provides legal, tax, financial, or investment advice. Our memberships, packages, and participation services also reward independent entrepreneurs for promoting our products and or services. While the opportunity is unlimited, success is only achieved through active participation, which requires work, discipline, responsibility, and diligence on the part of each person and individual. Results vary depending on a number of factors such as the level of commitment, individual effort, and marketing skills. In other words, if you don't put in the work, you ain't gonna get that big bag. Decentra cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to get results or make money with our program, operation, information, tools, or strategies. Decentra expressly disclaims any liability for error, omission, or misinformation by independent entrepreneurs or users of our services that do not belong to our company or information contained on website or social networks outside our official media. It is very important to note that Bitcoin and other crypto assets are not considered legal tender, and all participants should be aware of the risk involved in managing this type of digital assets. Some decentralized services are not available to citizens or residents of certain jurisdictions. For a list of countries where restrictions may apply, see our official website and our terms and conditions. By purchasing any membership package or service of Decentra, you acknowledge and accept our disclaimer, terms, policies, and conditions, as well as the compliance manual presented in our media or through our official channels. It is strictly prohibited to modify the information contained in this presentation and any use of Decentra brand by any means or method without prior written permission from the company.
Thank you, Maria. All right, let's get to the next slide. There we go. Okay, the vision of Decentra is simply to grow our global learning community to 2 million customers and independent entrepreneurs worldwide. The mission is to create tools that make technological opportunities accessible to everyone in the world. Next slide, please. All right, right now, and this is one of those things that most people do not even know that's occurring. Right now what's happening is the biggest transformation of wealth in our lifetime is taking place. And unfortunately, 99% of the people are unaware that it's even occurring. So anytime you have a technological advancement, boom, money's being made. When the cell phones came into existence, money was made. When you went from riding horses to cars, money was being made. Right now, what's going on, we are transferring literally from fiat currency to cryptocurrency. A lot of people don't even know what that means, and that's okay, but we're here to make sure you're educated about that tonight. Just know that you're in the right place at the right time, and after the information tonight, you will no longer be part of the 99%. You'll be part of the 1% that truly understands what's taking place. All right. Now, just by show of hands, does anyone know that picture right there, where that is?
Dubai.
I like it.
on the top of that, Khalifa building.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
No, that's good. Okay, so guys, what that picture is a picture out the window at the headquarters of Decentra in Dubai, looking out over the Burj.
Really?
Okay, so yeah, so that's what that is.
From the 27th floor.
27th floor. And beautiful Dubai, that's where Decentra's headquarters at, in Dubai. So that's literally a picture being taken out looking over Dubai.
It's a beautiful city, you guys. Go there.
One of the things that really piqued my interest and our interest as we were looking at this company and vetting this company is they were global from day one. This was not a company that said, hey, we're gonna start here, and as we raise funds, and if we're successful, we're gonna continue to grow. This company from day one was already around the world in over 50 countries, still expanding. We are pioneers in the development of this decentralized financial models through the blockchain. Once again, they're taking advantage of technology as it shifts. Also, they promote a sharing economy, enabling access and benefits from technology as well as information. Why Bitcoin? Quite frankly, Bitcoin is the original cryptocurrency. It's like when you say, dollar, that's like the original currency in the United States of America. It is the original one. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency officially launched in January 2009. Has created a one-to-one payment system. What it allows is people to pay each other directly. The beauty of that, it eliminates the banks and administrators. So there's no one in between you and the person you're paying now. You can literally transfer Bitcoin from your personal wallet, if it's on your phone or your laptop, or however you choose to have your wallet, to another wallet. So now it's really peer-to-peer payment system. Let's talk about the blockchain. There's lots of applications of the blockchain. Right now, we're really in the infancy. Yes.
What is a blockchain?
The blockchain is a ledger. So imagine it's a digital ledger where things are recorded. So the cool thing about it, unlike a paper ledger, you can go in and you can take a pen or a pencil and erase it and change the ledger. So if you're doing your books by pencil and pad, we can alter that. The blockchain is just think it's a ledger that cannot be altered. Once things are put on the blockchain, it's there. Okay, that's a really rudimentary explanation, but that's what it's a way of keeping track of transactions in and out. We can sit down and get really deep about it afterwards, but yeah, that's what it really does. It tracks transactions. It's a very transparent way because once it's on the blockchain, you can't change it.
A blockchain is a personal, like I will have a blockchain.
The blockchain it's an open source code. I'm not a total computer geek, but it's an open source code that people can access.
Right.
It's similar. It guarantees that things will stay the way they are. They can't be altered and changed. So imagine a contract that was literally put onto an electronic network that nobody could just go in and willy-nilly change it. So once we agree, it's there.
From one person to the next.
All right, so let's look at some of the applications of the blockchain. Governments around the world and different countries are adopting the blockchain technology. Also, the insurance industry, a lot of companies are using contract-based smart contracts to save costs. It makes it much more efficient. If you look at the real estate sector, the blockchain is already being used as a closed real estate deals around the world. And so one of the first real estate transactions on the blockchain was in Kiev. Mobile payments, as we talked about, peer-to-peer transaction over in Japan, a group of Japanese banks integrated the company's blockchain registry for quicker mobile payments. The art world. The art world, you were talking earlier about the JPEGs, the NFTs that were just pictures. The art world is really high on the blockchain because really what it does, like I mentioned earlier, you can't change things. So imagine right now if we have a Picasso. Picasso has been gone for many, many years. If I were to buy a Picasso, if I were to sell you my Picasso, we would bring in someone, a Picasso expert, he would evaluate the Picasso and to the best of his professional knowledge, he would verify, he would say that that's an authentic Picasso. But he wasn't really there when Picasso painted that picture. So to the best of his professional knowledge. However, now using blockchain technology, it authenticates that this is really what it's supposed to be. So some new artwork comes out, you put it on the blockchain, boom. It not only authenticates that it's real, but it also authenticates ownership. So it does two things. It authenticates that it's really the real deal, so you're not getting a Picasso, you're getting a Picasso, but it also authenticates that you are the owner. Another area is the supply chain. In China, a lot of industries, leading companies have partnered to use blockchain technology to help them with their supply chain management. It's going to really make things much more efficient. Next slide, please. All right. Decentral. So what is Decentral? Decentral quite simply is a decentralized global network with members connected to the same vision around the world. It's the future of education and the progress of the world lies in a decentralized ecosystem. So when you think about centralized versus decentralized, centralized is like the government, it's like the banks. Decentralized is now peer-to-peer, everyone having a play in it, and there's not one entity controlling it. There are 7 pillars to the Decentral's ecosystem. This is the first one. It's called Decentral University. Quite frankly, it is the best educational platform in history. You're going to get information about leadership, personal growth, business, technology, blockchain, Bitcoin, metaverse, cryptocurrency, DeFi, staking, NFTs, and more. So just like you asked me a question, what is the blockchain? You can go into the Decentral Universe and watch a video about the blockchain and get educated on the blockchain. So there's a lot of information back there. It's really like you're going to cryptocurrency university right from your home. I cannot say enough about this gentleman right here. Who's familiar with John C. Maxwell by show of hands? Okay. If you've done any leadership training, any leadership development, most likely you've heard of John C. Maxwell. If you followed other gurus, most likely they are a disciple of John C. Maxwell. He is the world's #1 leadership guru. He's an author, trainer, speaker, and business expert. He has over 40 years of honorable career, which he's done a lot of different things. Now, I haven't verified this as fact, but I hear that he only personally works with 10 individuals at a time, and usually these individuals are like presidents, prime ministers, head of states. So He is very, very sought after when it comes to leadership. The fact that he has partnered with the Central said a lot to us as we were vetting this company, because he does not use his name out there and just backing up many companies, period. So when I saw that, I was like, there's something going on here with the Central. We needed to take a further look. So he would not stake his reputation on a fly-by-night company. Quite frankly, we've looked at a lot of different opportunities. We're at the point now in our development as TBT that we're looking for something that we can build and we know that's gonna be here for long term. So if we go to work and we build this organization, it's not gonna be gone in 6 weeks, it's not gonna be gone a year from now. So when I saw his name on it, that gave me a lot of belief that the Centra is here to stay. So. All right. The Centra Live, this is another pillar of the platform. It's a unique broadcast platform for live events. Now imagine as we're growing this organization worldwide, and the goal is 2 million people. There's not a stadium on this planet that can hold 2 million people at one time. However, we don't need a stadium. The Centra Live allows us to broadcast live to multiple people, millions of people around the world, all plugging into the same information at one time. Moon converter. Quite frankly, a lot of people always wonder, how do I take my crypto and convert it to fiat? And when I'm ready to take my fiat and convert it to crypto, how do I do that? Moon converter will allow you to change your crypto back and forth from fiat to crypto.
What is fiat?
Fiat is your dollar bill.
Paper currency.
Paper currency.
I figured it, but I
Yep.
need to know.
No, great question. That's exactly what it is. So, boom. Yes.
How does that work?
How does it work? So, really simply, we haven't launched that and played with it yet. Usually there's a credit card system, and you'll just simply change your crypto to fiat. You'll be able to use that credit card to now make purchases. Don't quote me 100%, I haven't seen the system yet, but that's usually when you have a conversion. It's usually some way to do it electronically.
So will you have to come in? I said, would you have to onboard fiat, or could you onboard from the crypto side?
Both ways. It goes back and forth.
I'm saying, so I could, if I started, I could start in crypto.
Correct.
I don't have to
It's a
start.
converter. It goes both ways.
You know, a lot of them now they make you start with the fiat.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Cujo. Next slide, please.
So,
Yes.
let's clarify that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, so this is just a tool, okay? So if, let's just say you were at a website and there was a dollar amount posted on something you wanted to get on a website, but you were currently holding Ethereum or Bitcoin or some cryptocurrency, you needed to have an accurate representation of what that would translate into fiat. All this tool does is you plug in there's one number that you have. You're gonna have the fiat number or you're gonna have the crypto number, and you're gonna plug it and it's gonna drop down and let you set up, change the fiat, so pesos, euros or whatever, and then on the other side, Bitcoin, USDT or whatever. And so whatever you have your known number, it's gonna translate for you. And it's cool because what you're gonna do is you're gonna save that as a bookmark in your browser. So when you need it, it's gonna be there and you're clicking on it and go. Otherwise, I mean, typically what transpires today is people will go to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, but then they can't find where is the conversion table, and it's a royal pain in the butt. And so, then they go, okay, well, let's go to Google. And that's even a little funkier because they will give you, they're not the best converters. So that's the sweet thing about what these guys built. So it's a tool for you to utilize and deploy in the crypto age.
John, he has a question.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What kind of security is on that?
There's no coin moving. You don't need security. All you're trying to do is get a number.
Oh, so it's just giving me a price value.
Right.
Exactly.
It's not the actual exchange. Like
It's not a wallet or anything like that. That's why the way you were talking.
Yeah, I thought it was actually
No.
converted.
That's what I was trying to get at, is that it's just a tool for you to more easily facilitate a crypto transaction.
Got it.
Alrighty, another pillar of the ecosystem is Hickball. This right here is something I'm very excited about because if you've been in crypto, you most likely have multiple wallets. You may have a MetaMask wallet, you may have a Trust wallet, you may have some Coinbase. So you have crypto all over your phone in these different wallets. This will enable you to get all your crypto into one place. Your crypto portfolio will be monitored in real time so you can see the value in real time of all your crypto in one spot.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Is that without moving all of it? They'll still be in their individual
I do
wallets?
believe you have to.
It's just an API in
Yep.
to the portfolio, so it can't trade, it can't deposit, it can't do anything. It's just gonna give you whatever you're doing in that wallet or that exchange is sucking into there, and it's all in one central location. So you've got all your crypto assets, and I would go a step further than that. You know.
Is it all the ones that you add, or?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so if you don't add it, it won't be there?
No, of course not.
It doesn't read your wallet.
Yeah, okay.
Okay? You gotta connect it.
This right here, as you've probably heard if you've been watching stuff and you've heard the term metaverse, the Central Realty is gonna allow you to build your future with some of the best assets. Basically, digital worlds, you'll be able to go in and purchase and sell digital assets, real estate in the metaverse. Now, I've heard, and my man back there, you can confirm with me that there was one rap superstar from this city, Long Beach, Snoop Dogg, had actually in another metaverse has built a replica of his house. He built a mansion in that house, and in that, what he was doing, he was literally selling tickets for people just to tour his house in the metaverse. So I heard that they were upwards of hundreds of dollars just to tour his house in the metaverse.
The video, 3D.
It's 3D. Yeah, you put the goggles on and you take a tour. So
Man.
Central Realty will allow you to access real estate, digital assets in our metaverse. This right here, and I'm gonna bring up someone. I'm gonna open it back by explaining this to someone that's been in this arena right here. Oval Sky. Well, before I go any further, how many of you guys like to travel?
Me?
How many of you guys like? Yeah, okay. How many of you guys like to pay full price when you travel?
Negative.
You don't want to pay full price. Cut it out.
But I can't help it. I pay whatever it is.
So
But I
if
mean,
I told you I could get you a first class ticket to France for $5,000, to Dubai for $5,000, or I can get you that same first class ticket to Dubai for $2,500. Which one would you take?
2,500.
All day long, right? All day long. So Over Sky right here, this is our travel agency. This is where you go in and you can search.
And you can be your own travel
You can be
agent.
your own travel agent. Now, when we were down in Mexico City a few weeks back, they did a live presentation and literally showed some of the bigger ones out there, the Expedias and all that, against Oversky, and it was amazing. The savings were there. John, if you don't mind mentioning your experience a little bit in the travel industry, I know you had a travel company at one time. How does this compare?
Can you get it?
I tried this afternoon.
I know, while it works, but you wanna do it right now?
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it live.
Yeah, so you guys can see it.
Yes.
So yesterday, the website was mobile friendly. No, going through the back office, that's, no, I don't know. Oh, centralbackoffice.com. Is that right, Fred, the back office, centralbackoffice.com?
Yes. Decentralbackoffice.com.
Okay, so guys, for the people that are currently in, and you're already a member of Decentra, if on the last Zoom, it was told that the membership was not live, but for the people that were at, like Troy, at Cheesecake Factory Tuesday night, it had just gotten live. The membership had just gotten live. So so while we're waiting to kind of bring it up, so these are all the features right there of the membership. The Moon Converter's at the bottom, and there's 7 of those. There's 7 links that are live. And so we're gonna, anyway, so the one, for the guests that are here, here's the reality is that there's gonna be other things being said, but just know this, you're going to get one of these memberships, and you're going to take $300 out of your bank account or your savings account, and you're going to go stake it, and you're going to get 120% on that $300. You're going to double your money, and you'll be able to get your profits after 12 months, and it's paying at a rate of 120% per year. Okay, and when you do that, you're going to get this membership for free. And this membership is $100 the first month, and it's $34.95 a month thereafter. But because of what you do, because you're a staking client, Decentral rewards you by giving you this $34.95 a month membership for free. And that $100 first month that you put in, it's going to apply that to the staking. So you're going to buy the membership. You're going to add I actually said that. You're going to add $200 from your bank account and stake that total $300, and you're going to get 120% APY. Okay. Now tomorrow, if you want, go by your bank or whatever and ask them, if I put $300 into a savings account, what will my APY be? Okay.
$12. $12 a year.
Right? $275 because of inflation.
In some cases, guys, it will actually go negative depending on the bank that you go. It's crazy, but it's math. So anyway, so that's what I'm showing you is that if there's one message that you get tonight for the guest, and that is, I'm going to go get that membership because it's not going to cost me a penny, and I'm going to make probably 20 times more on my $300 than I would if I put it in a savings account at the bank.
Your only minor effort will be buying Bitcoin to buy the package. That's it. So if you don't have a connection, somebody here or your sponsor will connect you.
Okay. So anyway. So at the end of the presentation, step one is opening up a Bitcoin wallet, and there's a bunch of people here that are going to show you how to do that if you don't know how to do it. And if you don't have it. Okay, so watch, guys. So she's gone in to the back office to get access to the membership, and she's logging in right now. She's loading it up. Please let us in. Good, we're in. Okay, so all right, so this is live, guys. And Monday night,
What are they doing out there?
Monday night you couldn't have seen this.
I'm trying to book my room right now.
Oh, you going to Palmdale?
Yeah.
Okay, so book your room then, go ahead and book your room.
Let me see.
Okay.
Because I already Googled somewhere else because I couldn't
Didn't work.
access this. So,
Now remember, this is the very first time she's ever logged in.
yes, it's the first
Okay, so, but I'm just showing you, it works on a cell phone, and all you gotta know is your membership login, and then boom, you can get right through and get connected. And so there you go. And so guys, if you look at this, let me just hold on one second.
So I'm excited. And the
Okay,
reason
good.
why I'm excited.
I can tell.
Yes.
Alright, so scroll up at the very top so I can show this Maria really quick. Okay, so guys, I'm just gonna give you a tip because every one of you guys are gonna have one of these memberships. Okay? So, because you're not paying anything for it. So it organized from top to bottom the maximum discount. See the save 28%? So when she scrolls down, 27%, 26, 26, 24. So just know that you might be, and the other thing that you need to know is that's a 2.5 star. This is a 3-star. In other words, they're not organized by the star. They're organized by the percent discounts, okay? You can change it up if you said, no, I want to go to a 5-star. I want to see what they're going to do. Because I will tell you what will end up happening is this. You'll find a 5-star for a 3-star price. Okay? And so just always know that.
So I can tell you because I was looking at this before I came out here, and I can tell you that this particular hotel right here, that one right there, was $246.
On what?
on booking.com.
There you go, on
How
booking.com.
are they in?
And booking.com is the largest booking engine in the world, okay? So on booking.com.
Booking.com usually gives you the best rates out there.
Yeah, it's the largest one, and you just crushed them, just freaking crushed them. So, you know, there will be plain deals every now and then, but you can see,
I
you'll
mean,
have
you
the
can go to
same.
booking.com and look at the difference.
Yeah. If we had a full screen, then we could do it and all this and that. But anyway, trust me. All right. Now, what Kurt didn't say is I had a travel MLM called Hodo, and so in Hodo, the other night, after we were finished over at the Cheesecake Factory. Okay, so was it you that told us that it was working?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, so he told me it was working. And it hadn't worked before I got on the plane flying in. So I looked it up and all this and that. And so I was like, okay, well, wait a second. Because they were pretty snotty about it in Mexico. They were very, Shane, the chairman of the board, was very, very proud.
Yes.
And it's like, you know, I've been doing this for 6 years. I have my own company. So I pulled up my platform and it beat it by 4%. And I was pretty proud of my platform. So I can tell you this now, and then so I started thinking about it. I said, well, wait a second. Now, let me just tell you guys, I started out at $175 setup fee, $99 a month was what I was charging for my platform. And then when we started playing with the numbers and all of that, I said, wait a second. If I go stake, which would be no different than me putting my money into a bank savings account, if I stake $300 and I stake it for the annual payoff, I'm gonna get this sucker for free. No money, not like one of those things I gotta put my credit card down and then they're gonna kick it back or whatever, or I'm gonna get a refund. No, absolutely, when you do that. Now I was like, holy cow. So I called my wife the next morning and I said, sweetie, I think we should shut down our platform. Because we have to pay a monthly fee to keep it up, and we need to send a very nice letter to all of our current customers and telling them that, hey, listen, we're going, if you don't mind making 120% on your money for 12 months, and you're going to end up doubling your money. If you don't mind doing that, we're going to give you a platform, a better platform for free. And on top of that, if you want any personal development, you're going to get free access to John Maxwell. That you're not going to get that access anywhere else. So anyway, so I could go on in each one of these specific of those 7 and tell you the major point of that, but I probably talked too long.
$8.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. Look at that, half off, 49%, 58, 62, 67%. Okay, watch this, guys. Watch this.
He's a 4-star.
60. Oh my gosh, $8.99.
Never.
Okay, 67%. And the guy, the chairman of the board, he didn't know his thing because he said, oh, the maximum you can get is 65. And so there's a 67 right there.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay, I've had some accounts like that, or maybe not that. When you get there, it always ends up being something different. What's the gig with this?
No,
The deposit.
I can tell you, with my company, I can flat out guarantee it.
All the
That
way through.
reservation is in that. Well, no, these guys are every bit as good.
Well, if you talk about resort fees and stuff like that, yes.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, just say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a great point.
Right.
I just didn't say right. I'll say, so guys, there's a scam. Let me just show you about how this all works, all right? There was a scam when online internet travel came aboard.
Priceline.
Okay, the hotels and the resort industry was scared to death because they live on travel agents' recommendations. Okay, and so they were really worried, and they knew that there would be wholesalers out there cutting deals with certain hotels and certain communities or certain resorts and all that sort of stuff. So they were going to have to cut their commissions. And so they did to compete with these online, like a booking.com, that's probably the largest wholesaler in the world. And so what they did was they said, okay, we'll play ball with you. And then they created at the time of check-in the resort fee.
Yeah.
So the resort fee is, that pays for the 2 bottles of water that are in your room. Okay, exactly. It's gonna pay for the local phone calls that you're never gonna make because you have a cell phone, okay? So it's a complete rip-off, all right? It's gonna give you access to the internet, and if you want the higher speed, you're gonna end up paying more. Now, why do they do this?
They don't
Why?
make money.
What's that?
They don't make no money.
No, exactly, but why do they do it this way? They do it this way because it's only at the check-in, because they don't have to pay the travel agent that booked it. They're only giving a commission on the room fare that you're paying. And all this other stuff that they tack on, like you're saying, at the time of check-in, that's completely
And they won't
independent.
return
And
it.
Are those
the
called
travel agents,
incidentals?
yeah,
Yes.
yes, and the travel agents make no commission on it, okay? And the hotel guys sit there and say they don't complain about it. They're wanting, fine, quit, don't book us. Because the deal that they cut with Booking.com, they've slimmed it because Booking.com gets all that volume. And so they find, like, you know, you travel agents, to hell with you. And so it's a real ripoff, and it's a really sad deal. And that's why you're gonna get those fees that you're gonna have to pay for there that will never show up when you check out here. So I'm glad you brought that up, because that's a very, very good point, the resort fee. All right, now I've talked too much.
No, yeah. So where we at? Okay. Now, before we go further, I'm just gonna be really honest with you. I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but if you have $300 sitting in your bank account right now and you don't get a membership, you're losing money. Because he just explained to you how to get this for free. And so I don't know about you, but I usually don't like to lose money. So,
What do we do? Who do we talk to?
oh, we got you. We got a little bit more. So this is where it gets real interesting, and John alluded to this right here. This is one of the most valuable portions of the private membership. Inside the private membership, you get access to our private members club staking rewards. John mentioned that there's 3 packages that give you anywhere from 66% APY all the way to 120% APY, depending on how flexible you are in regards to getting your money back. The package he mentioned, he said stake $300, take you know the membership cost off the table for yourself and make 120% APY over the year. All right, so if you look at the complete package in the membership, what are you getting? You're getting the Decentral Universe, once again, the education, the opportunity to be mentored by John C. Maxwell, Decentral Live, our community's ways of communicating, Moon Converter, Hick Vault, Decentral Realty, Oval Sky, and the private members club that gives you access to the staking rewards. So let's talk about it. He already let the cat out of the bag, which is great. There's nothing to hide, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Because quite frankly, if you add up all those 7 pillars, for $99, a one-time fee gives you access to that. Now he did mention the ongoing monthly fee, which is $34.95, but we also talked about a way of eliminating that. So if you go ahead and you pay everything up front, the $349, now you're not only getting access to everything, but you're also eliminating 2 months payment. So you're gonna get, basically for 10 months of payment, you're gonna get access for the year. You stake that, your membership now becomes free. Also, if you choose to pay the $34.95 a month, but you're like, you know what, hey, there's gotta be a way for me to eliminate that. If any month you refer 2 people as customers, your month now becomes free. I love that. All right, so you heard me mention customers, but now I'm gonna also talk about how to qualify to be an independent entrepreneur with Decentral. But before I do that, I just gotta make sure I'm talking to the right people. How many of y'all like to make money? How many of you all would like another revenue stream? Because quite frankly, in this day and age, with gas being close to $7, we need as many revenue streams as you can get. You know, I've always been told that, you know, hey, even if you have a high six-figure paying job, if that's your only revenue stream, you're one pink slip away from being broke. So it's the truth. So the big difference between a customer, and that's great. We want lots of customers. We want lots of people enjoying the benefits of our membership program. However, if you're here and looking at it to like, possibly make some additional revenue, the way to do that is becoming an independent entrepreneur with Decentra. It's very simple. In order to qualify as an independent entrepreneur with Decentra, all you need is 2 customers. I think we can all go out and find 2 people that are interested in saving some money, traveling the world at a super discount, maybe even making some money staking their Bitcoin.
So,
all right.
excuse me for interrupting, Kurt.
Yes.
So you're telling me I can become an independent entrepreneur and it's not gonna cost me another penny?
Not gonna cost you another penny. Go to work.
She just asked, all year?
All year.
So, the monthly payment or the monthly membership fee is in perpetuity, is forever?
It's $34.95 a month. Yes.
That's
Right.
how much you pay the 300 for.
Right. Or you can pay it up front for the year. So you can pay it the $349 for the year and be done with it, or you can pay monthly. Or you can go
Staking
out.
package.
Yeah. Or you get a staking package. Or you can very simply refer 2 people in that month, and that wipes away your fees.
So if you
For
refer-
that,
if
is
you
it 2,
refer 10
is
of
it,
them,
wait, it will be 2 people per month, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And then if you bring 4, what's that?
I don't know. Well, you'll see. So
I don't think there's any carryover.
there's no carryover. There's no carryover, but there
Is
is.
it a kickdown?
But there's a kickdown. I'll explain that to you. There's rewards for that. So
What I want to say, so also, we really want everybody to understand, you $300 in Bitcoin right now,
right.
you earn 120% on your money. You double your money. So you literally just getting it for free and you don't pay no monthly. If you do that.
Right. So the staking packages start as low as $300, all the way up to $50,000. So if you get the $300 staking package and you put it at the one that compounds, the one that pays out annually, your fees are waived.
And in a Kurt way, another way of saying it, Kurt, and
Yes.
it doubles the fastest.
And it doubles the fastest. I like that. I like that.
I have one last question.
Sure.
And is Bitcoin the only
Yes.
currency that is being accepted and given back?
Yeah, Bitcoin and Bitcoin out.
Bitcoin out.
Okay.
Can I say one last thing?
Absolutely.
I gotta go to Arizona and I was booking the Biltmore and it was $342
A night.
per night. I just looked on here, it was $212 per night. With no other fees. That's
and
crazy.
see, some of the time with the booking.com, they just have like maybe reserved 4 rooms.
Right.
So those 4 rooms are just gonna get sold as that. So they're gonna make them the resort fees by everybody else. But they're gonna be high on Tuesday. They're terrible right now.
Right, and the company pays into Oversky. So you wanna know why it's additionally cheaper? They pay into the travel portal for us to get the price lower.
Yeah, because I can't even, I'm a travel agent. I can't really too much on it because.
So Kurt, what's the benefit of the company saying, hey, we stake your money for a whole year, $300, I'm gonna give you all this for free. What's the benefit from the company doing that?
Because they make more than that and they keep the lion's share.
Yeah, just let's be honest. When your money's sitting in a bank and you think that you're getting that 1%, you think the bank's only getting 1%, or you think they're getting 2% and they're sharing 1% with you?
And they'll stop that.
So anytime, it's like staking, there's gonna be a mechanism that creates enough revenue for the company that you're staking it with to make their money as well as pay back.
That's why they do it.
Yep. Yes.
We all know this, that's in the industry, know it's not gonna happen. But what if Bitcoin crashed and it dies?
Okay.
Or if it was overtaken by
Bitcoin's
another
gonna
person?
fluctuate, but let's be, when you really, I didn't get this until I really started studying what Bitcoin is and the scarcity. So, do you understand how many Bitcoin will ever be mined?
150. Oh, that we mined already?
No, that will ever be mined. There's a finite amount.
150 million.
No, 21 million. 21 million. 21 million, period. So
21 or 221?
21 million Bitcoin will only be in existence at any one time, period. So
And not even that much, because
they've already lost about 3 million. So you're talking about 18 million that would be ever in circulation at any one time. So I predict, and this is not really a bold prediction, I predict 5 to 10 years from now, we won't be talking about Bitcoin, we'll be talking about Satoshis. Because we won't be able to afford a whole Bitcoin.
That's smaller.
A portion of it, like a penny to a dollar.
Yes.
So we'll be talking Satoshis. Now, how many dollars are printed every day? Millions?
I don't know, but I was going to ask you about the difference
I'm getting up there in age, and I got to stay with the train
from
of thought.
quarters, nickels, dimes,
Yes.
compared to a
Let me-
dollar
let me
bill.
Finish the train of thought, and
Yeah.
we'll go there.
I thought
so,
of that.
when people talk about Bitcoin crashing, when they really understand that there will only be 21 million, what drives the price of something is scarcity. Scarcity. If you have an infinite amount of something, you keep printing it and printing it and printing it and printing it. That's why we're seeing inflation. That's why our dollars continue going down. In my lifetime, and I'm pushing 52, 53, I've never seen the price of things based on the dollar go down. They always
So
go
Bitcoin
up.
only will go up.
No, I didn't say that. It will fluctuate, but eventually it will stabilize based on scarcity. In my prediction, the closer we get to all the Bitcoin being mined, now you have a finite amount of something. It becomes more valuable.
That's what I'm saying. It'll
Yeah.
only go up.
Right. So if you have an infinite amount of something, the price goes down.
Yeah.
You keep printing more.
Does it got something to do with the change shortage too?
Can I give you another answer?
Yes, sir. Hey, I love being around you. For you gentlemen that, I didn't give him proper introduction. This gentleman has literally made multiple 7 figures in this industry. So he's more than qualified to step in my presentation, hop in. I can sit down right now and he'll feel better down there. So, hey, you can talk anytime you want to,
Okay,
John.
well, I just wanted to respond to him.
Yes.
And I was gonna say, golly, that's the best news I've ever heard.
Me too.
Okay? Because if the value of a Bitcoin goes down, they've got to double my money against the dollar, against the tether, the stable coin. So that means when I get my payout, I'm going to have more Bitcoin because the value, they got to give me more to double my money. So I'm tickled to death. and so I just, I didn't want to be a wise ass and respond to you. That's the best news I've heard all week. So anyway, we just gotta,
And your answer was the greatest I was looking for.
Okay, good. There you go.
Yes.
Is this membership a portion of Bitcoin or no? Only a membership,
No,
correct?
it's a membership. You purchase it with Bitcoin. You pay in Bitcoin. Just like if you're
So
next door and buy
to
you pay
be a
in dollars.
member, I'm paying in Bitcoin?
Correct. You pay in Bitcoin, and
I have no Bitcoin, so
Well, we'll show you
explain.
we got you. We'll show you how to get Bitcoin.
Just don't go run and spend in your Bitcoin.
No, I have some, but I'm wondering about this.
Go.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna get Bitcoin's required to get the membership, so we'll show you exactly how to do that. All right. So let's look at the referral program. So really simply, the registration, like I mentioned earlier, is $99.95. If you choose to become an entrepreneur here, you're going to create 2 teams, a left and a right team. It's called a dual team. 100 points is going to be generated from that $99 fee that'll get you going. So depending on your rank with the organization, you're going to get off your dual team 7 to 12% off your lesser leg. We're going to have trainings. One of the things that's cool about this,
Dependent upon your staking package, not on your rank.
is it staking package?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Hey.
I know, the slide's not in there.
Right.
Anything over
Okay.
1,000 will be 10%.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Okay.
All right. So.
Sorry, I don't mean
No,
to
hey.
Okay.
I'd rather have the right information than be right.
Okay.
That's not me. Just because I'm in the front of the room doesn't mean I cannot be,
No, you're doing a
shifted
great
and
job.
jammed. Yeah, don't worry about that. I want to make sure that people have the right information. So, and quite frankly, we were literally down in Mexico City, 3 weeks ago? So this company, if you want to be in the right place at the right time, in regards to a timing aspect, you're in early. If you probably went down the street and asked 10 people about Decentra, if they heard of Decentra, I bet you 10 out of 10 would say no. So, all right, membership. Once again, there's a recurring $34.95. That creates 30 points in the uni level. Now, the cool thing is, there's a 3% payout 7 levels deep. If you go ahead and choose to pay the $349 up front, that generates 300 points. Once again, there's a 7-level payout, 3% payout 7 levels deep. Go to the next slide. All right, So, on your direct referrals, the people that you introduce on their staking package, depending on which staking package they choose, there's gonna be an 8 to all the way up to 12% referral fee. So if they chose a certain package and they staked $1,000, how much money would you make on that 12%?
120?
Okay, so,
Bingo. Go ahead.
right, okay, so if you sell to a member, the monthly package, the 66%,
Yep.
you're gonna make 8% on that sale. If you sell, obviously, the quarterly, the 88%, you're gonna make 10% on that sale. And so if you sell the annual, the 120%, you're gonna make 12%. And so, guys, when you're thinking about grabbing some extra cash, hopefully you're saying to yourself, the membership strategy with an annual is a laydown.
Right.
No
Absolutely.
bank is gonna give you that.
Never.
For only $300. So therefore, everybody that I refer, I'm gonna make 12% on all those $300. The bank's not gonna give me anything for the referrals I give for savings accounts. Yeah.
Yep.
So I want to make sure that everybody, that you
grasp
really
that concept.
see, and I know I'm ahead of Kurt here by spilling my beans on my strategy, but this
That's
is what,
okay.
since the last Zoom we did, this is what I've been, trying to figure out. So for you guests, apologize, but this is, this thing is like, who can do this?
Right.
Other than Decentral, so.
Mm-hmm. So on your indirect referrals, now how that works is the people that your people refer, there's a 2% percentage that's paid out. Now, once again, on your dual team, your left and your right team, on the lesser leg, there's a 7 to 12% payout. The cool thing is, as these packages, as they reach the 120% and people to renew, because quite frankly, if you made 120% of your money, would you say, you know what, I want to do that again? Most likely, yes, I think so. So there's anywhere from 4 to 6% on the renewal bonuses.
And it's just so that you can remember that, it's half of the direct.
Bingo.
Okay, so if you're bringing in all these 300 annual stakes, then when they renew in 12 months, you're gonna still get a 6% kicker on that.
Can you see what's being calculated in your wallet or no? How do you?
I'm not sure how the back office works. John, have you seen how it accumulates?
You're staking?
How do you know about what your money is?
Does it show in the back office as it's accruing?
Oh yeah, you have
you're
a
staking.
you have a bar.
A bar,
And
okay.
You'll see it.
Yeah, the back office is
When
state of the art,
when
and it tracks.
when it hits 100%, you know that you.
It's time to renew. Yes.
And the 50,000 is the max that you could
Stake.
stake
Yes. 300 is the minimum, 50,000 is the max.
in a year, or can you?
Once your package doubles.
Whenever it reaches 100%.
Once it doubles, then you can start over.
Then you can start over.
Correct.
Right.
Only with
You cannot buy
again.
two, huh?
Yeah, you would have to show you how to structure it if you
Does
want.
it
Like
depends
I've got
on?
multiple.
Yeah, it depends on how many wallets you got.
Right,
Okay.
that's what I'm wondering.
So how many wives you got?
That's
For real.
All right,
You gotta have
let's
money,
talk about,
why?
as I mentioned, the 7 levels deep. Let's talk about the monthly referral direct bonus. So this is kind of cool. And this is off the $34.95 on a monthly basis, and it goes 7 levels deep. So let's be honest, you're gonna know the people that you directly introduced. You may even know some of their friends that they may introduce. But once you start getting down that 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th level, you're not gonna know those people. But quite frankly, if people that you did not know were funding you, would you be upset at them? All right, okay. So just-
Wait, I'm a little lost now.
Okay, let's get clear.
Level deep, meaning if he invited me and then I invited her and then and he wouldn't know that
Yeah,
person.
like your
but-
kids.
Okay, I just want to follow you. Okay.
Great grandkids,
Yeah.
great just like that, generations.
Right.
Yes.
What type of sign up process to ensure that,
We'll get that.
because you know it's
Yeah,
also
no,
7 points of contact for some
Yeah,
people at
it's
the
all,
bottom.
the
So-
back office is all state of art and it's all tracked. So you're gonna have a member number, it's gonna be all tracked by that.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll get to it. I'll show you how it's a 3-step process to get you going. Now, for the independent entrepreneurs, people love to be recognized and rewarded. The center here has a recognition program as you produce and as you grow and you rank up. The first rank is senior. That's 4,000 points on your left team and your right team. They'll give you a nice pat on the back. There's not really much there besides the title. The next one is executive. These are I don't want to downplay by saying it's the title. That takes some effort. It takes some work. They should be rewarded. The next level is executive. Once again, 10,000 points. Boom, boom. In first place, where they start giving you more than a pat on the back, is sapphire. That's 20,000 points left, right, and you're gonna be rewarded with $500 USDT that you can stake. Or you see an example, the person took the money and bought some sunglasses. On the next level is a ruby. That's 40,000 points. They're gonna reward you with enough money to go out and buy your iPad, or if you wanna stake it, you just go ahead and stake your money. Emerald is at 80,000 points. That's gonna give you, I think that's like, my eyes are giving me, I think it's 1,500.
How are you getting these points?
Pardon?
How
As you're building your organization. Remember those points as people come in and the state.
Introducing people
Right.
and what they're investing.
And
Each point is worth $1.
Right. So people off their staking packages, also off their monthly memberships, those go points into the team. You got it? So if somebody comes in and stakes $50,000, point for point, that's 50,000 points. So diamond, 120,000 points. You're gonna get the equivalent of a Louis bag. I do believe that's 4,000 USDT that you can once again stake, or you can just go ahead and get yourself a Louis bag. Next one, this is where it gets interesting.
Or you can turn it to fiat money and get it out, no?
Yeah, you take.
You're gonna stake it.
You're gonna stake, yeah. Stake.
You're gonna take the gift?
Take, yeah.
Or
the equivalent of stake.
The equivalent.
How do you get money out of that? That's money, right?
Once your staking period is over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
No, it's a great question.
Yeah.
We want to make sure.
Okay, so.
Right.
We're gonna be here and we'll go over it.
Here's the easiest way to think of it, okay? It's like a CD. You put the CD in the bank, and it's gonna have a maturation date, and you're gonna pay heavy penalties if you break that CD.
I got you.
So that's the same thing here. You can get, the 66% if you wanna get rewards paid out monthly, 88% if you wanna get rewards paid out quarterly, or 120% if you want to get rewards paid out annually. And in each staking package, you're doubling your money. But obviously, if you're, at the 66%, it's going to take longer to double your money than at the 100.
But I was calculating if the levels of group momentum from certain people having more influence on inviting more people.
Yes.
And then that would be a lot more points than what you're saying.
Right.
So now I'm wondering, but it's still a penalty phase if you get it out. Even then?
Okay, so this is compensation.
Right.
This isn't relative to staking.
Right.
But for the people who stake, if they want to break the contract, there's going to be a heavy penalty.
Okay.
Call me Fred. They need you next door. No, I'm just messing. So
I don't think flat.
Does that make sense?
Very much so.
that's two different.
I just need to hold my guns. Yes.
Since we have John here, we have James here, we have Fred here. We're gonna make sure all your questions get answered. Yeah. All right. So go to the last one. Go to the last one.
Roy.
The car. So I'm gonna skip some of the positions because it's kind of repetitive. They just keep rewarding you more and more and more. But here's the thing: if you are serious about building, this should be your goal. This should be your goal right here. Royal President, 4 million points, and your team, left, right, boom. They're gonna give you for doing that. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That's gonna take some effort. But is it possible? Yes. Are people gonna do it really quickly? Yes. Do we have things in place that are gonna allow us to do it in a more efficient manner? Absolutely. So I want you, if you're really seriously, if you're just looking at some pocket change, that's cool. I'm not discounting that off. If you're looking to pay a bill or two, great, you can do that here. But if you're looking to generate some serious revenue, that's where your goal should be. Royal President, once again, 4 million points left, right. they're gonna, as a pat on the back, they're gonna give you, and it's a heck of a pat on the back, $100,000 worth of USDT. Now, here's the thing, I wanna make sure this is clear. This is not one of those things where you just run up really quickly, you get on a quick run, you hit it one time and you get the rewards. All the positions, in order to attain those ranks, you have to hit them in 2 consecutive months. So that, 2 consecutive months. So you got to do it 1 month, and you got to follow it up. You know, it's just not. Basically, they're saying you don't have to get lucky. We're gonna ask the questions after, so we can keep it going. But make sure you don't forget that question, because I saw you like, well, I got a question now. I want to keep it flowing a little bit. Alrighty. So we've talked about this. Really simple. How do you get started? It's 3 simple steps. 1. If you don't have a Bitcoin wallet already, get yourself a Bitcoin wallet. Create an account, load that up with a minimum of $120 USDT. That will cover your membership, equivalent to Bitcoin. Sign up for the Decentra initial membership. That will track your growth and your everything that's done under your ID number. All right.
My battery's low now.
Okay. Take a picture of that, everyone. Snap, snap, snap. Everybody get a picture. Nod your head. You guys got the picture?
Hold on,
Oh,
hold
you
on.
just said it.